Welcome to the KalamaZoo. Located on 200 acres just outside Kalamazoo, Michigan, the KalamaZoo has been open since 1943 and boasts a long legacy of education, conservation, and preservation. We're glad to be welcoming you this spring, and as the weather warms, more and more animals are leaving their indoor pens and finding their way to the outdoor enclosures. To celebrate the return outdoors and the beautiful weather, the zoo hosts its annual Spring Festival. Browse our new offerings of food stalls near Monkey Island, blow bubbles near the bear exhibit, and visit our insect house to gain some luck from a cricket or two before you enter one of our raffles. Most excitingly, we've brought back the ever-popular outdoor shows thanks to the restoration of our educational amphitheater, sponsored by Karasher Insurance. Bring the whole family to greet the animals who are returning outside, some with new members of their own families. This year's KalamaZoo Spring Festival mascot comes from our conservation program, the vibrant fruit dove. The fruit dove, also known as a fruit pigeon, is a vibrantly colored bird that can be found in Southeast Asia and Oceania. But unfortunately, many species are endangered or already extinct. Thanks to years of research and tireless work from our conservation team, the zoo has been able to oversee the ethical breeding of 17 fruit doves. Be sure to look for images of these fruit doves flitting over the entire zoo grounds, enjoying all that spring has to offer. Enjoy your visit at the KalamaZoo. And enjoy listening to this episode of Dread. Welcome back, everybody. It's your caffeine queen, Christine, at the helm.
Oh, fuck. It's Christine. I am so delighted. I cannot wait. I don't know what to expect.
Me neither. All right. So it's 6 a.m. We open on a decently corporate-looking auditorium. The zoo director, Mavis Dearson, has called for an all-employee meeting at 6 a.m. today before the zoo gets rockin' and rollin' for the Spring Festival. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started pretty soon here, so go ahead and grab your cup of coffee. We've got bagels, we've got donuts. We'll get started in just a couple minutes, so find what you need and take a seat, and we'll get going. So over in one corner, we see a man who is uniformed in blue pants, a short sleeve blue shirt with a nice patch on it. What's that name of this man? Jacob.
I have to do the talking part of the podcast now.
It's kind of
least
important.
Favorite part. Well, hey, everybody. My name's Kevin King. I'm the newest facilities engineer here at the KalamaZoo. I've only been on about 2 months, but I'm starting to get the lay of the land and everything. Bob, my boss, is finally letting me do some stuff on my own, so that's been pretty neat. And I'm just glad to be here and not working for my dad anymore. You know, the family business was great and all, but I'm glad to be doing some stuff other than replacing toilets or patching drywall. Or at least sometimes I get to do some other stuff. I hear they're doing a lot of cool stuff with the habitats and stuff, so I'm hoping Bob will let me do some of that before long.
You can patch drywall with a tiger looking over your shoulder instead of your father. So Kevin, this is your first spring festival. How are you feeling about being here for this, and how do you feel about how the preparations went?
Exciting. The preparations were a little rushed. I felt like we could have planned them better, but we got them done. It was a couple of long weeks, but we're ready to go, I think. And I'm just excited. It's going to be busy and full again. See the crowds fill up the zoo once again. It's been a pretty slow winter.
Kevin is such a pure angel. Oh my gosh. Do you have a dark, horrible secret? You have to tell me. Legally, this is a podcast. You have to tell me if there's a horrible, dark secret.
Marissa, that sequence of what you just said, that's like you in a couple phrases.
Yep. Can confirm that is 100% Marissa.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Kevin, one last question. What's on your plate for breakfast this morning?
Like 3 bagels, all with plenty of cream cheese.
Hell yeah. How do you take your coffee?
I do not take coffee. Coffee is gross.
The one consistent thing through the Jacob universe of characters is no one drinks coffee.
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin goes to take his seat, and through the door bustles a woman in a long white trench coat. She is running a little bit late, but her hair is perfectly coiffed. Marissa,
yeah.
who is this woman?
This is Penny Jennings, Penelope. She goes by Penny. She is the conservation specialist at the KalamaZoo.
Wonderful. And Penny, tell us a little more about what you do here at the zoo.
I, in part, make sure that the animals are happy and also that we have animals to take care of. I'm sure you've heard about our baby boom. That was through much of our hard work. I'm very proud of it.
Indeed. And Penny, the Spring Festival mascot this year comes directly from your program. How do you feel about that?
It does. I think it gives us some well-deserved attention. We have a lot of other initiatives other than the Fruit Doves that definitely need our work. So I'm hoping the added exposure will help some of the, let's say, upper management give us the resources and financial prodding to more allocate our funds and continue this high of baby booms.
I love that we both independently decided to feud with our boss.
Yeah. Penny, what are you grabbing for breakfast this morning?
I am grabbing a half of a plain bagel with a exact 1 tablespoon of strawberry jam and a black coffee. Also, before you ask, I'm not excited about anything, because during the Spring Festival, our animal enrichment specialist will be more distracted than usual and hasn't had time to finish his report that we are supposed to be collaborating on.
Ah, what is this report?
It is an initiative, a joint initiative for the conservation and enrichment of our clouded leopard. Unfortunately, I finished my part of the report 7.5 months ago, and we can't submit it until Charlie finishes his portion.
Oh my, okay. Well, thank you, Penny. You may have a seat. And it looks like Mavis is getting started. Well, hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here to help kick off our 17th annual Spring Festival. This is a long-standing tradition that goes back to even before I was head of the zoo. It's a wonderful time for the world to be experiencing a rebirth during the spring, and so does the zoo.
How long has this beautiful woman been the director of the zoo?
2 months.
Now, before we get started with our Spring Festival, I would like to quickly highlight a new hire that we have. We've brought a new intern on board with us here at the zoo. His name is Aiden Conway. Aiden, come on up! And all of a sudden, there's a commotion from the back of the auditorium where we see somebody bustling in.
Oh, it's not Aiden, is it?
Oh, cool. Okay, right on time. Nice. All good. No worries. Oh, cool. Seat over there? Cool. Gonna go sit over there.
I'm sorry, are you playing Fabrice? Like,
Yeah.
Or no, are you playing Christine? The whole auditorium is staring at this person who just walked in, but not because he is a stranger. Fabrice, who is this man?
Hi, my name is Charlie Chipper. I am the animal enrichment specialist. I love working with the little fuckers. It's really great having them around. It's really great that they're fucking, because that's how we got so many more animals.
oh my God.
So it's really just fantastic that these animals are living it up in the zoo and in the habitats that I've provided for them. I didn't see the email that was how people knew to be here, I guess. I just came in, didn't see anyone, and Dan at Concessions told me to get my ass down here because, oops. So, yeah, great day.
All right. Well, Charlie, it sounds like you are probably very excited about the Spring Festival as well.
Yeah, this is why we exist. This is why we have to be here, to educate people. Not me. I'm not allowed. near the public for reasons that I frankly don't fucking get. But, it's fine.
And that was a direct order from Mavis herself.
Oh, yes. No, I work with the animals. I'm behind the scenes. And right when they start bringing, little shit kids in, I have to GTFO. Or I don't think I'm going to be fired, but I really don't want another talking to again. That was
How
big
many
bummer.
talkings to have you had in the past, let's say 6 months?
How much time do you have? I don't think I could count that high.
Oh, God.
For me, at least, talking to just means like interacting with Mavis. Because it's not that she's not great. She's great. I just really prefer dealing with like the animals and other people that aren't Mavis. I guess, wow, we've created 3 characters who all have problems
Hate
with
their
their
bosses.
boss and
Well,
upper
see, the
management.
thing is, Mavis actually really enjoys Charlie and sees that he is so passionate about his job. It's just the harnessing of it that's a little difficult sometimes.
I
That's
love
fair.
Mavis. Please don't kill her off.
Marissa, Mavis is obviously the big bad. Like,
Oh.
she's the mastermind behind
The
all of
No
the
way.
problems.
All right. So Charlie, what are you having for breakfast today?
So Dan at the concession stand gave me a hot dog on my way in because,
At 6 in the morning?
yeah, I had to run. I had no time. It's not a great hot dog, if that's
Why
what
don't you
you're
just make
asking.
it like a hot dog wrapped in a funnel cake slathered in like ketchup or some abomination? Like, I
'Cause
feel
that
like that's
sounds
what you would eat.
No. I tried that once and it was terrible.
Are you drinking any coffee or are you just naturally like this?
No, I'm just like this. I couldn't have held coffee and gotten here without spilling it all over me. And I'm not doing that again. That was Tuesday. Tuesday's done. We don't need to deal with Tuesday anymore.
Well, Charlie, now that you have finally chosen to join us,
Happy to be here, boss.
Could all 3 of you please make a pull from the tower?
Intro
Dun, dun.
pulse. Intro pulse. I don't want to
Gotta
go
love
first.
the intro pulls.
I will go first.
Yes.
Should I sacrifice myself?
Immediately, no.
I sacrifice myself for Aiden. I save him from this job.
We don't even know Aiden.
You like your job.
All right, I'll go next. Watch me go. All right.
Now watch me whip. Watch me nay. Watch me pull from the tower.
All right, Charlie, it's all
Watch me
you.
pull from the tower. Ooh, watch me.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey. All right, excellent. All right, everybody, please put your hands together for our new administration intern, Aiden Conway, everybody.
Woo!
I would like to think that Penny looks up and like goes back to work, like writing whatever bullshit she's working on, and just does not care.
Hi, everybody. My name is Aiden Conway. I'm very excited to be the new administration intern here at the KalamaZoo. My position allows me to work with all of you because I will also be the social media manager. And I'm very excited to come around
yes.
to all of your departments and just be able to give everyone a behind the scenes look about what really goes on. I went to Michigan State for communications.
Whoop, whoop.
And a dance minor as well. So let me know if you want to get down on boogie anytime. I'm in. But anyway, thank you for this wonderful introduction, Mavis. Oh, you're welcome, Aiden. We're so happy to have you here as part of our KalamaZoo family. And as he mentioned, Aiden is really going to be working hard on making a lot of connections between the zoo attendees and us as zoo staff. So we're just excited to kind of pull the curtain back a little bit, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Oh, Now, even though we've all been so busy preparing for this event, there's a lot of spinning plates that we gotta keep spinning, but we want to make sure that we are always focused on creating a family-friendly atmosphere here at the zoo.
Everyone looks at Charlie.
Charlie looks obliviously at Mavis. Don't understand why this could be directed at me.
And remember, we've got two priorities here. We've got the animals, obviously, and we've got our zoo goers. That's really what it's all about. We want people to come here feeling like they've learned something, they've connected with the animal kingdom, and also made a memory that will be cherished by them forever. So this brings us to the Spring Festival. As I said earlier, this is a long-standing tradition that we have. We've got the fruit dove as our mascot. And remember, everybody, that we have the doves all around the zoo, images of the dove. It's all about the dove.
Penny raises her hand.
Yes, Miss Jennings.
Hi, yes, I did notice on my way in that the dove near the entrance was missing a wing. And I turn and glance at Charlie, convinced that it's his fault.
Oh goodness. Well, maybe we'll have to get Rodney on that. Rodney, would you follow up with Miss Jennings?
Yeah, no problem, Miss Dearson. Yeah, we'll get that.
Oh my God.
We'll get the bird flapping its wings, no problem. I'm really wondering if I'm the best.
No, sorry, Rodney, the sign is missing a wing. I think it fell off.
Oh, okay, good, because, I was really wondering if I was going to be the best suited person to assist with this job. But now that you say that it's just the sign, I definitely can take care of that.
I love
Christine,
this
I hope
man.
you know that I'm going to be bringing Rodney into every fucking scene that I can now.
I don't think Charlie goes anywhere without Rodney.
I have like a really clear like template for what I want Rodney's voice to be, and what just came out of me is not at all what I thought that was going to be.
Beautiful.
But
You didn't want to be Gilbert Gottfried?
no, that was not Gilbert Gottfried. Please, I can do Gilbert Gottfried.
You're already halfway there.
I know.
Thank you, Rodney. All right, now I have a few announcements for today's schedule. At 10:30 is going to be our first show in the newly renovated educational amphitheater, sponsored by Carisher Insurance. We have not had a show since the 90s, so we're very excited to be showing off some of our auspicious fruit doves at this show. And I imagine that there's going to be quite a few zoo guests who are going to be around the amphitheater at that time. So just be aware. Thank you. Continuing on, I've been informed that the sea lion enclosure is finally going to be on its way to being repaired. I know we had all really hoped in leadership that we would have that up and going before the Spring Festival, but, things don't always work out, but we roll with the punches anyway.
Oh, what happened to the sea lion enclosure?
Yes, so as you all know, we had our big pump failure a few weeks ago.
Oh.
So Mr. Kevin King, I've been informed that the technician will be arriving at 2 p.m. today, and that will involve going down into the tunnels. So if you and Bob can work out somebody to accompany this technician, because I know it's very easy to get lost down there. I've done it a couple times myself. But yes, Mr. King, are you able to take on this task?
Yeah. Me and Bob can figure something out. Yeah, I'm sure we got it covered.
Can I help with it too?
Rodney, you'll have to speak with Mr. King to see if your particular skill set will be useful at that time.
Jacob say yes.
Oh, absolutely. Mavis, I'm ready to help whenever you need it.
Excellent. That's the attitude we love from our KalamaZoo family.
Hell yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is all the announcements that I had for today. I'm so proud of everyone on our team. Every single one of you in this room had something to do with the success of this festival. So go ahead and let's go out there and make this one a festival to remember.
Woo! Penny stands up and immediately leaves because she has better stuff to do.
Okay, where's Penny heading?
I'd imagine to the lab to do some like early morning testing, since she's going to be dealing with the doves for most of the day.
Okay. So as she's heading for the door, Aiden runs up to her. Penny, Penny, Penny! Oh my goodness, Penny!
Hi, Mr. Conway.
Yes, yeah, call me Aiden. Penny Jennings, right? You're the one in charge of this whole conservation program, is that right?
No, I'm actually one of a member of the conservation team. John is our head manager, but he is on vacation.
So humble, we love it. Yeah, so I was thinking that I would come by the lab at some point today and just like take some pictures to share on the soch, you know?
Actually, I would prefer it if you didn't. The lab is not open to non-lab technicians.
So there's like no part. I mean, come on. I just really think that people would love to just see even a tiny little glimpse of the lab. I'm sure you've got a lot of really cool stuff happening back there, you know, just like a little peek, you know.
The whole time Aiden is talking, Penny is just taking a very long, singular sip of coffee, and she slowly puts it down. If you would like to take pictures, you can come after 8:45. Most of our important tests should be done by then.
Perfect. That sounds great. I'll catch up with you then. Thanks so much, Penny.
You're so welcome.
All right, so Penny bustles off. Kevin, where are you headed?
Tunnels, tunnels, tunnels.
Not till 2:30.
Tunnels.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to need to track down Bob and figure out what these tunnels are.
Well, actually, Bob would probably be at that meeting too.
So you turn to your right and you see Bob.
It's Bob.
The builder. Can we fix it?
Okay, Kevin. So, I think that you can probably handle meeting up with this rep from the pump people.
Yeah, all right. Where in the tunnels is it going to go? I was only down there the one time.
Yeah, so the sea lion enclosure is in the northeastern part of the zoo. So you'll have to go down stairwell 3 and take a right and then a left and then another left. And I think our mapping system's been updated on our iPads recently. So you should be able to access the map that way. You've always got your walkie, so it's not going to be a big deal.
This makes me suspicious that he won't always have his walkie, Christy.
I mean, that's on him if he doesn't always have his walkie.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll check into the office, I guess, get to my normal tasks. You still wanted me to finish updating the grout in that north bathroom, right?
Yeah, and I think Rodney can probably assist you on that job if you run out of time, if you need to meet with the guy.
Great.
Did I hear my name called?
Yeah, Rodney. Rodney, you know anything about grout?
Grout! I barely know her.
Yeah, okay.
What is Rodney's legit job title?
What's my job? Oh my gosh, what isn't my job here at the zoo? If you need anything fixed, I can probably fix it for you. Can't guarantee it'll last very long. Mavis doesn't like it when I make that joke.
Oh my god.
Kevin, why don't we go get the supplies we need so we can get a head start on the grout project before everybody gets here, you know?
Yeah, sure, Rodney. Why don't you do that? I gotta go to the office and get the iPad, my walkie and stuff, check in for the day. But yeah, you can start on the grout and I'll meet you there when I'm ready.
So I think that Kevin just has Rodney do all of his actual work. And
Yes.
Rodney is really doing Kevin's job. And Kevin
Kevin gets all the credit.
just walks around the zoo with his walkie and iPad all day.
Looking official.
All right, so that leaves Charlie. Charlie, where are you headed right now?
I'm heading off to make sure the animals are having a great, great day. We need to feed the pandas, which is always my favorite thing to do because the little shits keep hugging my leg and they won't let go.
Aww.
That's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
My god.
Charlie, if I can have a minute of your time.
You got it, boss. What's up?
I just want to check in with you and make sure that, you remember the discussion we had about
we want to make sure that everyone here at the zoo is having a family-friendly time.
I don't know what the fuck you mean by that, but yeah, I remember us talking about it.
Yes. So, I know you have a special connection with the animals. So why don't we just focus on that today? Yeah.
That's what I was going to do anyway.
All right. Great.
In my mind,
Excellent.
you hear talk number 337 with the boss.
Followed by just circus music nonstop in the background.
Nothing has changed.
All right. So, Charlie, you head off towards your panda enclosure. Let's catch back up with Penny. Penny, you're bustling about the lab. You mentioned to Aiden that there were some important tests that you were running this morning. So are you doing any of those? What's going on?
Yeah, so it's a follow-up on our clouded leopard. They've just been having a hard time conceiving, and they are, I think, if they're not endangered, they're like threatened, I think. But yeah, I think I would just go in the lab. I would make sure everything is. So I, as Marissa, don't know what the fuck that looks like, but if it's like a blood test and you have to spin it in a thing, I don't know.
Yeah, centrifuge.
Sure. But so whatever that test entails, she would, get it set up, make sure, review her notes.
Nice. Okay, so it's now about 8:30 in the morning, and you hear a knock at the door.
She closes her, research, minimizes her Word document, and then goes and, opens the door, not all the way, just, enough to, peek.
Hi, Penny!
Oh, you remembered.
Of course
Great.
I did. I wouldn't forget about our leading scientist here in the lab. I'm a little early. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. I'm just finishing up, so if you want to just you can come in and you can sit in that chair in that corner for 15 minutes.
Great. And so Aiden walks in and he sits down for a second and he's looking all around and so tell me a little bit about your lab here. And he's taking some notes.
It's a lab. It's state of the art. I don't want to get too technical because I don't think the guests on Twitter will really care about the model and make of our centrifuge.
You'd be surprised, though. We have a pretty wide variety of people following us, and that includes a lot of very scientifically minded people. So, yeah, tell me, what's some of this equipment that you've got here? What's this thing do? And he points to a big blue box and goes to push a button on it.
No, please. I would love it if you would just stop. Look at your hand. Look at how close you are to that button.
Yeah.
Now, look, my hand is also outstretched. Watch me lower my hand back to my side and put it into my pocket. Can you follow the motion? Watch me down into the pocket. There you go. Now your hand is in your pocket and you will not turn on the button to our anesthesia machine because that is expensive and dangerous.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, Penny. I just got so excited. I can just tell that this place is state of the art, but I understand. I'll keep my hands to myself. By the way, you have an excellent voice for yoga. Has anyone ever told you that?
No.
So you said this was anesthesia machine?
Yes, sometimes if we need to do surgery or some of our more invasive testing, we do need to put the animals under safely while monitored. So here, that could be fun. Why don't you take a picture of this machine from far away?
Totally.
And you can tweet the thing that I just said, and then you can go on to the dove enclosures. I'm sure people will want to see that instead of some tubes and wires.
This is something that Mavis told me that she really wanted to make sure we were highlighting because, this is state-of-the-art lab. You're doing some awesome work here.
He starts taking a bunch of pictures of the anesthesia machine.
Tell me, what's this stuff over here? Tell me about this.
Mr. Conway, what might be fun? I have to go to the birdhouse this morning anyway to transfer some of our Nicobar pigeons back to the lab. You could come with me and you can meet all of our baby doves, all 17. I can tell you their names, I can tell you their birthdays, and I can tell you anything you want to know about them conservation-wise, and you won't be in my lab. How does that sound?
Well, that does sound great. I had been already speaking with Charlie about doing some animal
I'm so
features. Sorry. Oh, he's super fun. Please. Why don't you just tell me about a couple more pieces of equipment and then we can go look at the doves, okay?
Great.
And thwack. Charlie, what's happening?
I'm just getting Lynn off of my leg. And there you go, you little scamp. And you go here with your bamboo. Great. Eat that. God damn it. And it's back on my leg. Okay, so we're going to do this again. This sometimes takes me 5 times or something. I don't really know who I'm talking to right now. I'm more just saying things out loud because that's how I think. I need to go and talk to Aiden. I told him that I'd show him around. I do have to change out of my panda suit because, of course, I put on a big panda onesie.
No, you
when I go
absolutely
in.
do not. What?
Oh, that's 100% what I do before I go in the panda enclosure. I'm not trying to scare them. And the easiest
Is
way...
this real?
Yes.
It's very real for Charlie.
That's
Yes. There are zoos that do this. I don't think it's mandated by zoos, but like in real life, there are real zoos.
That's really interesting.
Pandas just think that if you kind of look a little bit like them, that you're probably one of them, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, I am changing out of my clothes.
And then you're going to head towards the bird enclosure?
Yeah.
So you head back behind where the big cat house, and that's where the entrance to the back area of the zoo is, that you can go down and around a bunch of hallways that are very sterile, kind of somewhat mixed between science lab and office space.
Yeah.
And you take a back entrance in towards the bird house, where you hear in the distance Penny and Aiden talking.
Because they are endangered, but this one is Tulip.
Tulip, real cute.
She's our littlest. She's the baby. Both the babyest baby, if you will. Here, you can take a picture of her if you want. Just don't use the flash.
No, of course not. So as they're doing this and taking pictures, Charlie, you approach.
Hey, Aiden.
Hey, Charlie, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, Aiden. Yeah, Penny, how's it going? How are things? See, you're already showing Aiden around. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, of course not. We finished up our photo shoot at the lab and thought we would get a head start. You can join us if you would like.
Oh, great. Okay. So Charlie's going to go over and he's going to start taking birds, put them on cages. Nope, put them in cages and put those cages onto a cart. And then I'm going to put...
Prepositions are hard.
Yep. I've got a big dolly. It's got a bunch of cages on it. All of them have blankets over it because if you throw a towel over the cage and it's dark... they think that it's nighttime and will sometimes go to sleep. And yeah, as I'm doing that, I'm just, I'm looking at Aiden and I'm going, so yeah, what can I talk to you about? Kind of seems like Penny's got this under control.
While you're doing that, Penny is also putting birds in cages because she has to take some back to the lab for testing, and she is glancing at you and definitely judging your method of cage insertion because you're probably doing it wrong somehow.
I think I know what I'm doing, but that's fine. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Oh, the tension. Well, actually, while you're here, Charlie, I had a question for you. So, are you involved at all with any of these educational shows that they have going on?
I was, and it was a real humdinger of a show. Yeah, I think I knocked it out of the fucking park. But Mavis had thoughts, ideas, comments, concerns, questions. I was talked to for the first time, and not anymore. No.
Not at all? Like, not even, like, helping with any of the logistics and stuff like that? I imagine it takes a lot of people.
Oh. I just don't get in front of the crowd. Behind the scenes, I'm in and out. I am getting the animals all set up and ready. We've had a couple of cases sometimes where we have to cancel that animal, and hopefully we can sub in another. We have about 3 different species of owl. So, if owl... You get it? We call him Owl. The great horny owl, if we can't get him in, we will sub in Wighead, which is our non-copyright, non-trademark infringing snowy owl.
Wait. Are you referencing Winnie the Pooh and Harry Potter with the names of these animals?
Yes.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, so back to these birds. How many of these birds are you going to be taking for the show?
So these are the 17 babies that we have. So I was thinking probably the oldest 4. They could each come on, just really do a flyby. We don't do tricks or anything like that. That would be... Well, it's kind of degrading to the animals, we think. If we add entertainment, we want it to have like an educational spin on it. And, if an owl lands a 360 no-scope, that's not really
my God.
great.
Attention, KalamaZoo! The time is now 9:30 a.m. The zoo is open to guests.
Oh, look at that. I'm sorry. This has been riveting, but I do have to get some things done. It was a pleasure doing this little photo shoot, Mr. Conway, and Mr. Chipper, I will be looking for your report, as always, and I'll see you 2 later.
Oh, a report? What's that about?
I have no idea.
Penny stops on a dime and whirls around and fucking looks at you.
And I give Aiden like a sidelong glance and I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chipper, what was that?
Do
you really not remember the report that we met about on 7.5 months ago? Does the
who can remember yesterday?
Does the clouded leopard enclosure and the fact that it is run down and the fact that our male and female clouded leopards are not conceiving mean anything to you?
No, actually, the clouded leopard enclosure is
Mr.
fine.
Chipper, I have been asking for this report for 7.5 months. If you have,
sir, I have to go grab another camera for the live stream, and he backs away into the corner.
If you had checked your email once in a while,
I am happy to tell you that I don't know what email is.
That's the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Well, then please explain why I have left paper copies on your desk and you've done nothing. You haven't responded.
I have a desk here?
I need a Tylenol. You know what? I just have a good show and check your fucking email. And she walks away.
So Penny bustles off in a huff. And Charlie, you turn and notice that Aiden has managed to escape during the middle of that somewhat awkward altercation. So what do you do?
I finish taking the birds, like the last 2, and I start taking them to the amphitheater.
All right, players, it is 9:30 and the zoo is open. I need everybody to take a poll from the tower.
Whoa!
Ooh.
For workplace horror?
Letting the general public in is dangerous.
It is.
Letting the general
to be
public
honest.
in is the most terrifying part of the day, I think.
Excellent.
Ah.
What?
Oh, the way you said excellent made me think of the count.
The number of the day is 7. Has everyone polled?
Successful
all made our
polls all
polls.
around.
So let's jump over to Kevin. What you doing?
Kevin.
It's hours later, so you and Rodney are actually probably working on the grout.
Grouting away.
How many signs did you have to put up to make sure that the public did not get into the restroom and how many people have already tried to enter the restroom despite the
Quite a
sign.
few. Yeah, so anytime someone comes in, Rodney just goes, "Hey, we're doing some work in here. Did you read the signs?" So, Kevin, what do you think about the zoo so far? It's been 2 months here. I've been here since the dawn of time. Ha ha!
It might be true.
Yeah, Rodney, it's pretty neat. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool when we get to see the animals. Or that one time that Charlie guy let me help him feed the monkeys. That was pretty cool. I kind of thought there'd be more of that and less, grout.
Did I ever tell you about the time I snuck onto Monkey Island? They thought I was one of them. Ah!
Oh no.
Yeah, Rodney, that sounds about right. I don't know. Do you want to listen to some music again, or a podcast or something?
Podcast? Which podcast would we listen to? My nephew has been telling me all about this podcast that he does with his friends. They call it Shred and Schmeckfist or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a great podcast. I sure hope you're subscribed and are telling all your friends and you've left a good review.
Well, it looks like I can probably handle the rest of this grout here. Hey, I noticed that they were having some issues with the soundboard the other day. Maybe you ought to head over to the amphitheater to make sure it's all in order before the big show. Wouldn't want anything to go wrong with that. I know Mavis is so excited about those shows. Can't wait to interface with the public.
Oh,
no. The thing is, though, if the soundboard isn't working, I might be loud enough to do the show all by myself. Ha ha ha!
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, Rodney. You can keep doing all this here, and I'll go check out the show. And yeah, if they need any help, I'll help them out.
Tell them I sent you. You'll get a discount. Ah!
I mean, I already get the okay. Bye. And I'm gonna head over to the amphitheater and check out the show, I guess.
Cool. Can you make a poll for me, please?
Oh.
Yeah, walking across the zoo, very dangerous.
Well, the
You're
public's
walking
out
across
now,
the
so
zoo with public humans in there.
there's children. There's ice cream loose on the floor.
Oh, loose ice cream, the most terrifying of things.
Excellent.
Nice pull.
All right. A successful pull. So you head over to the amphitheater and you can see that there are some people who are already starting to fill the seats, and you look up at the booth and the tech guys look like they are really nervous, and they see you and they wave you over, and you don't know anything about sound equipment.
Ironic.
But you're just happy to be an extra pair of hands. So you go up into the booth to see what you can do to assist them. And you look down near the stage and you see that Charlie is arriving with some of the birds on a cart. He's heading into the backstage area. And you see someone walking up the big steps of the amphitheater. Oh, look, it's intern Aiden. And he knocks on the door.
Aiden.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Yeah. Just I heard they maybe needed some maintenance help down here, so I'm just hanging out in case I'm needed.
Oh, awesome. Remind me, you're Kevin, right? I'm Aiden. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, right. Aiden, the new social intern, right?
Yeah. So, would it be cool? I was thinking it might be kind of fun that if I were to stream this on Facebook Live, and back here with the tech booth, y'all have the best view of the show. Yeah. So would it be cool if I just set up over here in the corner? I won't bother anything.
I mean, I'm just the maintenance guy, but that's fine by me.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll just be over here. You keep doing what you're doing.
Cool.
Aiden is an evil genius.
So Aiden gets set up, and it is now 10:30, and the lights switch, and a woman walks on stage, and she says, "Hello, everybody. Welcome to the KalamaZoo. My name is Eileen. I am one of our behavioral specialists here at the zoo.
I'm so excited to be hosting the first show of the return of our educational shows here after the renovation sponsored by Carasure Insurance.
Woo!
So Eileen gets going and she starts by pulling out a giant boa constrictor.
Whoa!
Eileen doing her shtick up on the stage. And Charlie, you are getting these birds prepared. You said you had how many of them?
4.
Can you make a poll for me, please?
Of course I can make a poll for
Oh, no. Pull 4 birds. Pull 4 birds.
you. Oh, the tower's now
dangerous.
dangerous.
It's dangerous, but it stands. So Charlie, you are getting these birds ready. And you go to take the first one out of the cage, and it almost flies away, but you are able to snatch it and hang on to it so it does not escape.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is how. Sometimes you're just a little bit more excited than usual, aren't you, Penny?
Did you name a bird after me? What's wrong with you?
I don't think I'm actually legally allowed to do that.
I think it's canon that he would name a bird after Penny.
Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, yeah. Penny sure is a little spunky, shall we say? We'll just get back in your fucking cage, and we'll close the door, and that's fine.
You hear the audience applaud, and Eileen comes back and puts the boa constrictor into a cage, and she has a couple assistants helping her, and they're ready for the birds, Charlie. All 4 of them.
Oh, all 4 at the same time? I thought we were going to be doing like
all
a
4
one.
at the same time.
Oh, that's okay. So Penny almost just escaped. So I guess I would be checking and making sure that Penny is calm. Like I would see what, if anything, caused Penny to be spooked. Because that I don't believe is normal for her.
Mm-hmm. So Eileen sees you, really focused on this bird. Is everything okay, Charlie? And on the stage, one of the assistants is showing off a baby armadillo.
Oh yeah, no, everything's fine. Penny almost just flew off, but other than that,
Oh, geez.
As far as I know, the other ones are okay.
Maybe we'll just keep them in the cage for this show. We'll just we'll take the blankets off of them and then show them off, but in the cage.
Yeah. Just remember, they are babies, so do remind the crowd of that, and maybe everyone can be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Looks like our cue is on. All right. Can I
yeah,
take the dolly?
Remember, just no loud noises, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
All right, folks. Now we need you to calm down because we've got some special babies here.
And Eileen goes out on the stage and you watch her go with all 4 of the cages, the blankets still on them, including Penny, but you checked that cage to make sure it was closed. Back up in the booth, how's the sound equipment going? You got it all fixed, Kevin?
It seems to be working fine.
Did you just hit it with a wrench once because you don't know sound equipment?
Did you kick the soundboard?
Yeah, no, I hit it with the wrench, and they were not happy with that. Apparently, that's not how you work with sound equipment. So I was asked to leave the booth, but I'm still hanging out nearby in case I'm needed.
So you're still up there with Aiden, and you see Eileen is coming out onto the stage, and she's got the covered cages. And Aiden goes, "Oh, what do you think's in there?"
Zoo animal, probably.
And so you watch as Eileen, starts to describe that these are the baby fruit doves that are synonymous with the spring festival. Everybody knows all about them. And she starts to take the blankets off, and she takes the blanket off of Penny's cage, and there's Penny in the cage just flitting around happy as can be.
I got so scared.
And she goes down the row and she starts taking them off.
And ladies and gentlemen, this one in particular is very special because the plumage on this bird you'll see, as opposed to the bright pinks and reds, this one has some green.
Ooh.
And she pulls off the blanket to reveal an empty cage.
No. I don't. No. Stop the podcast. I put these birds in the cages, right, boss? Like, what's? Did I steal the birds? Like, what?
So, Aiden. This is Aiden. I don't think that was supposed to happen. And Aiden runs over and grabs the phone that is live streaming.
Oh no, Aiden.
The audience is completely silent. Eileen is sputtering on the stage.
Oh no.
You hear me shout from the back, just go to the next one. Next one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our next animal.
And Eileen runs off the stage with the cart in tow. Aiden is looking completely panicked. Oh my god, this is gonna be a huge thing to deal with on social media. Do you know? Oh my god.
Yeah, they so they lost one of the birds?
I don't know. Oh my god.
You know, I'm supposed to be doing some grout right now. I think I better I'm gonna head back and do the grout.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So backstage, Eileen is looking extremely upset. Charlie, what the hell? I thought you put these birds in this cage.
I also thought that I put these birds in the cage.
Do we have a bird that is on the loose? Did it escape?
That appears to be what happened.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to call Penny. She needs to know about this immediately.
I turn to the bird and I say, Penny, are you aware of what's happening?
Not Penny the bird, Penny the human. Come on.
Yeah.
You need to go.
Yeah.
You need go find her right now.
Okay. And I take out my walkie-talkie and I go, hey, yeah, Penny, you're in the lab, right? Over. For clarification, I am making the sound. That's not the walkie-talkie. That is Charlie.
Oh my god. Hi, Charlie. Aren't you supposed to be at the show?
You need to get down to the show zone right now. We have a little I'm sorry. This probably should be on a private channel. Penny, could you switch to channel 6, please? Doot, doot.
Kevin, are you hearing this conversation?
I am, and I'm gonna be nosy, and I'm gonna change over to channel 6.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes, Kevin. Click. I'm on channel 6 now.
Okay.
Char-
Penny, do you read me?
So what exactly is going on?
Penny, come in.
What just say what is happening. I'm very busy.
Oh, good. Okay, good. You're on channel 6. That's great. Yeah. So, you remember how I brought 4 of the birds to the show?
Like you were supposed to, yes?
Yeah. So 3 of them made it, and the 4th one is MIA.
What?
That's what I said.
Which one was it? Is this Tulip? Is this Dandelion? Is this Penny? Which is a horrible name, if I may say so. Which one?
This would be Raphael.
Okay. And details. Where was it? Where is it? Do you have eyes on it?
Well, if I knew where it was, I would just go get it. You know?
You lost him?
Raphael's a girl, but lost is a strong word. We prefer the term misplaced.
The walkie-talkie cuts out as Penny just starts like booking ass to the amphitheater.
I think I would like to say that I am looking at like the cage where this bird was, and I'm seeing like, is it still locked? Is it still closed? Like, was it open? Are there any like obvious anythings about it that would stand out to me as being odd?
Yeah, it's closed and locked, but there's just no bird in it.
Okay.
The bird's a ghost.
And thwack. The show ends with some very confused zoo guests. And Penny comes running in.
Okay, so someone better tell me exactly what has happened, and this is why we should have had all of our animals GPS'd, but oh no, that's not in the budget. Okay, Eileen, you were here, right? Charlie?
Yes.
Charlie. What the fuck happened? I need exact details from the moment you took Raphael out of her cage to the moment she was missing.
I don't know. We were all in the birdhouse. It was me. It was you, and it was the social boy. We were all there. I put Raph in her cage, and I came here, and now she's not in her cage. That's all. That's all, folks. That's it. Like, what do you want from me?
Someone find me Mr. Conway immediately, please, and start looking. She could be perched anywhere. She's so...
Hey, Pen. So yeah, her cage was still closed and latched. So I don't know how she got out.
Okay, well, maybe you didn't actually get her in the cage to begin with, so I'm going to check the birdhouse. You all start searching the zoo and see if she is perched in a palm tree somewhere.
Okay, all right. And in walks Mavis. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Penny. I have been informed that we have a missing bird. We're going to strategically try and close down part of the zoo around the amphitheater. We have some of our temporary festival staff ushering and encouraging people to attend other parts of the zoo. Okay, we do need to begin a search. Thank you very much, Penny, for bringing this up. But we need to do this in an orderly fashion and in a way that makes it so that we are not letting on to the public that there is a big issue. Okay? Yes?
What? Sorry, Miss Dearson. What about my plan was not orderly? And I know we want to keep this a family-friendly atmosphere, but this is a situation.
Oh, I understand, Miss Jennings. The thing is, we can't have the image of the zoo is very important, which is why we hired
our animals is more important. Because the image of the zoo is going to get out because everyone in this room knows that we're missing a bird. So with your permission, Miss Dearson, I'm going to go check the birdhouse.
All right. Well, if you do so, I behoove you to do so with calm mannerisms.
I am nothing if not discreet, and I fucking leave.
All right. Now, the rest of you, we will be searching for this bird, obviously. And Rodney starts walking in. Did someone say we're doing a bird search? Yes, Rodney. Please, if you don't mind keeping your voice down. My voice down? Don't know how to do it. Hey, how are we supposed to find this bird that's flying around when we've got all these signs of the birds all over the zoo?
Oh my God.
It's gonna be hard to find it. Yes, thank you very much, Rodney. We're very aware that there are signage everywhere. Anyway, let's continue. I'm going to have everybody assigned to a different part of the zoo. But while you are looking, please attempt to do so as discreetly as possible. If anybody does find this bird, please use code FRUIT on the walkie-talkies. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. Where is Aiden? And she walks off.
I'm sus of Aiden. Big sus.
Yeah. Okay, attention, ladies and gentlemen, attendees of the KalamaZoo. We hope you're having an excellent time on day 1 of the Spring Festival. Don't forget the baby trail in the northeast corner of the zoo. Come see the babies that have been born in recent autumn and winter seasons.
All right, it is now 1:30 p.m.
Oh, we haven't found the bird.
Has passed, and the bird is nowhere to be found.
Oh, beans.
But, Kevin, it's almost 2:00, and you know what's happening at 2:00.
I gotta go meet the pump guy. Go into the tunnels.
So,
secret tunnel.
What have you done?
Tunnel.
So, what have you done to prepare for this meeting?
Well, I've obviously gone to the office. I've gotten my iPad, and I've had my radio, of course, the whole day. I've got my tools with me, as always, and more in my maintenance truck. And during a break, I took a look at the maps. I found entrance 3, I think it was, he said, to the tunnels, and was looking around a little bit. I think I'll be able to find my way. So 1:30, I'm going to finish up this grout. Rodney.
Grout's taking a long time.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, Rodney wasn't that much help, and he also left for this bird hunt.
Yes, yeah. Rodney is determined to find the bird.
Aw.
Loudly. He's very loudly determined.
Yeah, birdie, 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 birdie!
So, having finished my grout, I'm going to head up to the service entrance, which this zoo conveniently has.
Yes, they do.
Finally.
And as you're walking up, you do receive a page on your walkie-talkie that says, Kevin King, you have a visitor. Please meet at the service entrance.
Yeah, I'm headed that way. I'll meet him there. It's the pump guy, right?
Yes. This is the representative from
Pumps are us.
Pumps and Suction Experts.
Pump and suck.
Pump and Suck Experts. Pump and Suck and Sons.
Oh.
Yep. That's it. That's the winner.
Oh, yeah, great. I'll be right there.
At the service entrance, there's a woman there. She's dressed with very professional, but also with a high visibility safety vest on, and she's got a hard hat under her arm.
So I'll walk up to her and what? Hello. My name's Kevin. I'm here with the maintenance department. Are you you're
Allison?
Here with the pump, right?
Yes. I'm Allison from what did I call it? Pump and Suck and Sons.
Son?
Ah, great. I see. Are you one of the sons?
Yeah, I get that joke a lot. Yeah, I don't know. No one actually knows who the Sons are. I think it's just a marketing thing. Yeah. So let's go check out this pump. You said it was for the sea lions enclosure.
Yeah. It's down in the tunnels. I haven't been to this part yet, but I've got my trusty iPad with the map, and Bob said it's just like a right and a left and a left. So
great. Let's head on down.
Yeah. Right this way. You wanna? I was gonna drive over in my service truck to have the tools. If you wanna hop on in.
Great. Yeah. So they hop in the truck, and you drive along, and you drive up the hill, and you reach entrance 3 in for the tunnels.
Dun dun.
Can you make a pull for me?
Oh, pull for tunnels. How's that tower looking, friend?
It could be worse. I've seen worse towers.
Okay.
Ooh, it stands. All right.
That works.
So the two of you head down into the tunnel. It doesn't really look like much. It's kind of the entrance to the tunnel is just sort of like a tiny little building. There's like maybe some of Rodney's equipment in the corner, and then there is a big stairwell heading down. And you walk down. You make sure you've got your hard hat on. You dodge up a little bit of a puddle. It looks like there's a pipe up overhead that's leaking. And you pull out your map, and it's working just fine.
All right.
Okay, good.
All right. So which way are we heading now?
It was right down here, and then this next left, and then the left, and there it is. This is the pump for the sea lions.
Oh, great.
Yeah, wow, that's a pretty big one.
Yes. Oh, I imagine you probably got a lot of volume going through here. So Allison, she's taking pictures of the pump. She's asking you about the different metal materials, when things are replaced, that sort of thing. And you look at your iPad and you notice that the 3 little Wi-Fi signals seem to be going down for a minute. When all of a sudden, everything goes dark. You can't even see your hand in front of you, but you hear the dripping somewhere. It's echoing off the walls, and you can't tell where the sound is coming from anymore. And these walls, was this tunnel always so small? Everything seems to be closing in. It's so dark. And that's where we'll leave you for now. Meanwhile, let's check in with the staff above ground.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh.
Charlie,
Yes.
how are you doing?
I've had better days. Let's say that. I have, Rodney brought up a good point. We do have lots of images of these birds all over the zoo, which is just fantastic when you're looking for one of the shits. So, what I have done is I have gone around and made sure that each one of those is just where it's supposed to be. They were all fine. No issues there. No problems. No worries.
So, have you checked in with Penny recently?
I think I'm about to check in with Penny again after doing my rounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Penny, how are you doing in this time?
Oh, my friend. She's a mess. She has made the birdhouse the Operation Fruit headquarters, and she has demanded everyone check in every 15 minutes, either in person or via walkie-talkie. She herself has made about 3 rounds of the zoo. She has some bird food that she has placed in strategic places that are kind of out of the way to try to, like, okay, Raphael might come get this food. Someone, like, check here, be here kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. To, I assume, no avail.
Yes, yeah, no, there's no sign of the bird at this point. Penny, can you make a poll for me, please?
I sure can.
Dun 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 dun.
It's fine. It's fine.
That was close.
It just did a little weeble wobble.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so great. So you've made a successful poll. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Charlie, at this point, has finished his rounds and is knocking at the door of the birdhouse.
She throws open the door, looks at Charlie, sees he does not have a bird, and starts to resume her pacing across the floor. Okay, I would like a status update. Where have you checked in these past 15 minutes? Did you see any of the food reservoirs disturbed? Please, details, come on.
Well, I've seen all 69 pictures of the bird that we have had. We have put all over the zoo.
There are 27. That was not funny. Do continue. I do not have time for this.
You might have missed when I borrowed the copy machine and...
We do not have the funds to make... It doesn't matter. Have you seen any droppings? Have you seen any feathers? Has any of the guests mentioned anything about seeing a loose baby bird of the...
I mean, I've had my ear to the ground, and I haven't heard anything like that. Have seen quite a few droppings, on the...
Where?
Oh,
Where?
just on the road, but then, there are ducks in the zoo. So it's not really...
I would hope that by now in your professional career, you would be able to distinguish between goose droppings and the droppings of the bird that you lost during your transfer. This is your fault.
Not goose, ducks, and yes, I can do that. And it's not our dove, it's not our raff, it's ducks.
Okay, well then explain to me how it has been close to 3 hours and we can't find a single bird in the entire KalamaZoo. Would you like to explain to Mavis how this what would you have me do? What else?
Maybe someone stole her.
Someone stole a baby bird out from a locked cage that you were allegedly in charge of. Someone stole it. I think the only suspect, Charlie, is you. So if this is some fun prank that you're testing out to see if, maybe the birds...
No, not a prank, not a joke. Just as confused as you.
This is why we should have paid for the GPS devices, but no, I was told not enough money, not enough funding. And man, you know what would be great, Charlie, is if we had funding, and we could have gotten funding if you would have completed your portion of our report.
Knock!
Oh, God.
And Rodney is at the door of the birdhouse.
And I have opened it because, dear God, do I want someone else to talk to.
How's it going in here? I heard some yelling and I just figured, there's no reason anyone should be yelling like this at the KalamaZoo. Everything okay in here?
Everything's fine, Rodney. Please don't leave. Dear God, won't you come in for some coffee?
I don't have time for coffee.
Do you have time for hot chocolate?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a rain check and we can get a whiskey after work. I'm just here to collect the trash. Don't mind me. You keep going with whatever discussion you were having.
You got it, Rodners.
So Rodney blusters over and he starts taking garbage out of smaller containers that are throughout the enclosure, and he's emptying them into a larger receptacle and kind of singing as he going,
I'm the trash man, emptying the trash. It's the KalamaZoo.
Oh, that's my favorite one that you sing, my guy.
Could you maybe not do this today?
I'm sorry, don't mind me.
and he kind of whips around with a can in his hand, and some of the trash topples out onto the floor, but he keeps going and singing his song as he walks down the hallway to another part of the birdhouse.
Hey, Rodners, you missed a spot there, buddy. Just a little bit. I'm gonna have to pick it up. Okay.
So you pick it up, and it's a crumpled piece of paper.
Okay.
Is it one of the 69 bird things that you fucking printed out?
Oh, shoot. Is it one of my birds?
So you start to uncrumple this piece of paper, and turns out it's only about 2/3 of a piece. There's like a big chunk missing at the bottom.
Oh.
And the handwriting is kind of illegible, but you notice at the top there's a logo that's unfamiliar to you. It's an oval,
No.
and it has
No.
4 letters within the oval. ORCS.
Damn it.
Oh.
What?
While confusion and chaos is happening above ground, deep below there is terror and fear roiling within you, Kevin, growing larger with every minute that you've been left in the dark. You thought you were safe down here, but the adrenaline has kicked in now, and you can feel your heartbeat in your ears, in your eyes that can't focus on anything because it is so, so dark. You feel the fear like a force pulling you closer to the edge of panic. The dripping is constant. You feel your breath quicken. The smell of machinery and metal is starting to overwhelm you when suddenly the emergency lights flicker on.
Why'd that take so long?
Quite a mystery, is it not? But Allison looks to you and says, "Oh, okay. Does this happen often that the power goes out?"
I couldn't tell you. I've only been here like 2 months. Well, there's some safety lights, so I don't know. Are you in a good spot? Should we probably head out to where it's safe?
Yeah, it's probably not good to be down here, just in case there's some like mechanical failure that's happening. So which way do we go to get out of here?
Well, it was right, left, so it should be right, left to get out, and we should be right at hatch 3 again.
Okay, all right. Well, then let's head that direction. So you start down the hallway, and you're going a little slower than usual because, there are the emergency lights, but it's definitely not as bright as before. And, this is the first time that you've been in these parts of the tunnels. So you're not completely lost, but you are a little disoriented. And you walk past the first crossing. There's the tunnel that you've been following goes off in one direction, and then to your left, there's another branch of the tunnel. And you saw this on the map, but you didn't really explore it a ton. And as you walk by, you notice that your keys on your belt loop seem to be pulling in one direction on their own.
Wait, what?
Down this hallway that you've never been down before.
That's weird. Do you see my keys are like they're floating off?
What in the world is happening?
Is it just his keys, or is it like other metal shit is being pulled?
No, just his keys.
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't like that.
Oh.
That's not kosher.
So Kevin, which way are you gonna go?
Well, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I kind of want to check it out. Are you curious?
I mean, yeah, I came here looking for a pump, and now there's some weird magnetic phenomenon going on.
Yeah, we should check it out, I guess. Plus, there's birds on the loose outside, I guess. And
Singular baby bird.
So you head down the tunnel, and your keys do seem to be more strongly and strongly pulled, and more strongly and strongly pulled. And you get about 3/4 of the way down that hallway of the tunnel when suddenly the lights come back on, and your keys fall down.
What?
And they're just hanging on your belt loop again. And you look up ahead in the tunnel, and you see the wall of the tunnel. Because you've reached the edge of the zoo property.
A hallway that goes to nowhere?
And that is where we will leave off for tonight.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
No! They stole the bird. The bird is a
Okay.
ghost. Thank you for listening to Dread and Breakfast. This episode is sponsored by the slushie stand that was outside of the wolf exhibit at my local zoo, and to my dad, who always let us stop for slushies. Hi, Dad.
We'd like to thank Eli Schneider for our theme song and original music. You really knocked it out of the park with this one, bud. You can check him out on Spotify, and additional audio is credited in the episode notes. A huge thank you to our friend Alicia, who created our incredible episode art for this story. It's so good! You can find her on Tumblr and Instagram at artisticadversary. You can follow us on Instagram at D&BPod. We're on Twitter at DreadAndBeFast. Or you can visit our website at dnbpod.com. If you liked the show, be sure to give us a quick rating and review on the podcast app of your choice. And while you're there, tell us about your warmest and most fleeting childhood memory of a trip to the zoo. One time, I got to feed a giraffe. Those tongues are freaky, man. Enough about tongues already! When are we gonna know what the hell happens in that tunnel? Oh, yeah, thanks, Rodney. And thank you, dear listener, for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 weeks with part 2 of Ornithophobia. Ooh, what's going to happen? Will they ever get out of the tunnel? Is orcs taking over the zoo? Are the birds ghosts? Am I talking in its accent now because it's just fun and I'm making Marissa's life harder? All of these things and more will be revealed in part 2 of Ornithophobia here on Dread and Breakfast. See you in 2 weeks.